the operation?
So during the operation, no, but when I was down at my parents', I had to be there for from May to November. I don't know how many months that is,
right.
6 or so. And pretty much when I woke up, I did the Pilates routine. It was 30 minutes. It wasn't an hour as I do here, but yeah. And
so just paint the picture, because I'm fascinated by this, Marqueritta. So you are recovering from brain surgery, and you then realize you want to stay fit. You're in bed, and you do a 30-minute Pilates session in bed whilst you're recovering from brain surgery. So what kind of things would you do?
Well, the doctors gave me 1 or 2 exercises, but I was like, hang on, that looks a lot like Pilates. So I just made my own Pilates routine. So I pretty much did my own 30-minute Pilates routine. For me to explain it to you would be quite confusing.
Right,
so
sure.
pretty much I did a crunch or chest lift and a few exercises that move the spine in various ways for 30 minutes, and yeah, that was pretty much it.
So I've got a question which I think you'll get, because you're into Pilates. Someone like me, I'm thinking, well, what is it? It's come from Anonymous. It says, hi Alan, is it the same for Pilates for reformer?
So there's Pilates mat,
right.
and then there's Pilates equipment. So there's the mat is where it begins. Mat is the foundation of all the exercises that's done on the equipment. If you don't have the mat right, I wouldn't put you on the equipment. So we've got reformer, Cadillac, Mondachair, etc. are all outside on the equipment.
So what's the reformer?
The reformer is a piece of equipment that we have. It's normally the first piece of equipment we put people on before we do the Cadillac and the Mondachair and the Avalon, etc.
The Cadillac?
Yes, so Joseph Pilates invented all these things in World War II. I'm not too good with my history, but in World War II he invented all these things. He was a very, very sickly man,
right.
and he designed all these things that for the injured people and for the people in the concentration camps.
So you have a Cadillac at Pilates?
Yes, but not a Cadillac car.
Oh, because you had me going for a second. So what is a Cadillac in Pilates terms?
So the Cadillac looks like an old hospital bed. It's got big poles going up on
right.
the side. It looks kind of weird, but it's great for elderly people, but also good for younger people. And you can do pretty much a beginner exercise on the Cadillac, but you can also do pretty advanced exercises. So on each one of the equipment, it has its own repertoire of exercises.
And it sounds fascinating, Pilates. I have looked at some of the equipment, which is now called the Reformer, which I now know, and some of the other things. And it's really you against the machine or you against the mat, right? I mean, it's quite so. So there are weights involved in this?
There is weights involved, but people often think, it's not light enough for me, add some resistance. And it's not about the resistance, it's more about you. So what you put into it. So you need to use those internal muscles to be able to move the reformer in this case.
And I'm sure it strengthened your heart as well, because it's made you even more courageous. My studio guest, the fascinating Marqueritta Pitout, joining us on Thursday Talk tonight. Our final 20 minutes with Marqueritta coming up in a short while. We'll open up the WhatsApp line. Since 1 or 2 questions are coming through, any advice you may have or rather, if you are into Pilates, and we have such an expert in studio, we've never done Pilates on the show before, so 1 or 2 questions, like Anonymous had, about Pilates. We'd love to hear from you. And maybe you just want to pick up the phone and say, Marqueritta, keep fighting. We're really proud of you. Great spirit. Tonight's the night. Hopefully the phone lines are... And Michael is shaking his head. He says, sorry, Alan. No phones work. It's the 3rd day in a row. Come on, Telkom. Do us a favour. Fix the phones here at the SABC studios in Durban. However, the WhatsApp line is open, which is always a good thing. So you can WhatsApp me in studio, 071 613 7803. Any questions or comments for Marqueritta Pitout? Tonight, we'd love to hear from you. We'll just take a couple on 071 613 7803. It's 90 minutes away from 8. This is Lotus FM. Hey, kid.